all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of...
Well, negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. So you.
Nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life.
Hey, y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hope you're having a great start to your Tuesday. Yeah. Trump got certified yesterday, and Jason Whitlock certified himself as a freak. Ladies and gentlemen, be wary if you live in Nashville, because the way this brother was talking yesterday, the peanut butter might not be on the shelves. I'm just saying. But today, everybody else talked about it, but we're going to talk about it because it's interesting that this comes out yesterday and he decided to tell everybody his innermost ambitions almost a year to the day where he got caught on Google screenshotting Temu stuff that was of the sexual nature. I don't think a lot of people talked about that. But I have Brother Torian Rain with me. We're going to discuss this, and we may even let y'all up to have your discussion and put your comments in. Pray for Jelly. That's all I'm going to say. Pray for Jelly. But Brother Torian, how are you today?
I'm doing great. When you told me that you had asked me like what we was going to talk about, I didn't ask you. Good thing I didn't, because this is very interesting. And like I told you before you went live, I said you just saved me alive, because I was going to talk about this on Thursday on my channel. But I said since I'm right here, we can talk about it together. Well, I have to talk about it twice. But yeah, that video that Jason Whitlock put out there was crazy. It kind of reminded me of when Michael Eric Dyson put that video out there. Remember when he was describing like women in a very, I guess you could say, was it involving food? I couldn't remember what it was.
I don't know, bro. Anything with food is this man. I don't know.
Wow.
You know, he can't go a day without food.
Exactly.
So I don't know. But yeah. I read this lawsuit twice. It's crazy. Like, I don't get it, but you know, it's Hollywood, so somehow, some way, it's to be expected. But it's crazy. Now, for those who don't know, a bombshell lawsuit came out. It actually dropped, like I said, yesterday. Some people heard about it on Sunday. That Joy Taylor, the woman on the left side of the screen, she allegedly, quote unquote, slept her way to the top. We've heard that before, but what was really alarming to a lot of people was she had admitted to the woman on the right, who used to be a hairdresser over at Fox Sports 1, that she was going to claim that the person who's not on here, but he was a higher up, he forced herself on to her. You know, if stuff started coming out and she had to, you know, play babyface and protect herself. And Skip Bayless is on here because he allegedly played the woman on the right, or wanted to pay her $1.5 million for some nana, which is, I don't care what nobody says, he became the sim overlord of existence. I'm sorry. But Torian, what were your initial thoughts when you heard this story being bandied about?
Well, when I first heard about it, all I kept hearing about was Skip Bayless. I saw him trending. I saw people, live started popping up everywhere, like literally like one after the other. I'm like, what's going on now? What did he say now? I wasn't expecting it to be that, but then at the same time, when I heard about it, I said, somehow I'm not surprised. That explains so much.
Mm-hmm.
And he fits the bill of someone who would probably do that.
Yeah. So we're going to look at some of the contents of this lawsuit, and we're also going to hear Jason Whitlock's response, because not only did he respond to this, but he also responded to Stephen A. Smith, who responded to this. We may even look at what Skip Bayless said, because he said something. And we will acknowledge the people in the room, but there's a lot of folk. So, you know, salute to y'all for being here on this afternoon live, because you could have been doing anything else, but you're here, and I hope you're staying warm. So let's begin. And for those who are not accustomed to this channel, we do a little fair use thing like Torian does on his channel, but we just do ours a little different.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
All right, what you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, is the lawsuit. Now, as I said, it came down yesterday. And, you know, TMZ and everybody, they got a hold of it, and, you know, they wrote their stuff or did their videos. And so the person in question, the woman that was on the right in the thumbnail, her name is Nourish Faraji. Now, she was an on-again, off-again hairdresser at FS1 for the first, I believe that she was there in 03 till about 20-something, I think 2011, if I read that right. And then she became, 2012 to 2016. There you go. She started meeting the people in 2003. And then from 2012 to 2016, she was part-time. And 2016, this past August, she was full-time. And she was working on 2 different shows. So what I'm going to do before we start is, for those who want to read it after we talk about it, we put the link in the comments.
Because it's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a 42-page document, and there's a lot of details. But we're only going to give you the juicy parts because that's what YouTube likes. And we're going to be careful with the language. But she's seeking a lot of money. She's seeking a lot of money, but. So the first person in question is this Mr. Dixon, Charlie Dixon. He was EVP of content for Fox Sports 1. So basically he runs all the TV on there. TV, internet, whatever. Now, again, Fox Sports has had this history of sexual harassment because Jamie Horowitz, who used to be there, he got fired over allegations, and this was during Me Too. So as you see here, Skip Bayless is named as a defendant. Joy Taylor is also named as a defendant. They're trying to work in the president of Fox Sports, Mark Silverman, and Eric Shanks, the CEO. But we'll see how far that goes. So Miss Faraji, alleges that not only did Skip Bayless pay her $1.5 million, but she was privy to some off-air shenanigans involving Miss Taylor. And they tried to rope Shannon Sharp into it, but from what I read, he didn't have anything to do with this. And they also tried to rope in Colin Cowherd, and he really didn't have anything to do with this. And according to Miss Faraji, he was actually, him and Shannon were the only two that were really respectful to her. There are allegations in this family, to start with Skip Bayless. Not only did he want to pay her for the nana, but he tried to sleep with her even after she said that she might have been diagnosed with cancer.
Wow. Straight up creep.
Yes, sir. He would make lascivious comments to her. And for those who aren't in the know, she is an immigrant. So according to her, her English was not up to par. And he kept talking about her voluptuous rack. And she had to go ask somebody what voluptuous means. And she was appalled. He tried to make advances. She rebuffed him multiple times, but he kept trying. Nasty work. But everybody's talking about the 1.5 million. Torian, would you ever pay 1.5 million?
No, absolutely not. Now that's the act of pure desperation in someone who has money to burn. If you were willing to do that, someone could have took him to a corner or something like that, and he would have paid a whole lot less.
Yes, but my question is, how do you explain that to your old lady? Because you're taking out on $1.5 million.
I have no clue.
Someone got to tell me this. But the part that we're moving on to Joy Taylor now. Now, Joy Taylor used to work in Miami. She got the job. And for those who are in the know about Undisputed, because allegedly this is where a lot of the problems started. Undisputed was trying to be like First Take. You got two people yelling at each other, black man, white man, and then you have a moderator. That's usually supposed to be a woman that is supposed to be feeling on the eyes. That happened to be Joy Taylor. Now, according to these documents, Joy Taylor slept with Mr. Dixon, allegedly, to get that position.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was running swimmingly. Nobody knew about anything. But then something happened. Joy kept up relationships, sleeping with other people, but she happened to be engaged. And the fiance, now ex-fiance, found out. And he threatened to go public with it. So, Torian, what do you think happened?
He went public with it?
Nope.
He held on to it? Did he blackmail her?
Nope. Mr. Dixon came out of nowhere and offered to pay all their wedding deposits in exchange for his silence.
Oh, and how much were those wedding deposits?
I don't know. I'm sure it's probably, knowing them Hollywood ties, probably close to six figures. You're talking about like the hall, the flowers, the dresses, the limos and all that. I don't know how far they got. But yeah, I'm sure it was a nice chunk of change. So he said, fine, fuck it. I don't got this chick no more. Give me my money back and we out. She could do whatever. So we continue down the road. Guess who she also is alleged to have had relations with?
I heard allegedly was with another woman.
That's in there, but there's somebody else. It's a friend of the channels.
Emmanuel Acho.
There you go. The tether himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one who said that white people actually paid attention to him when he was in school. The one gave him the most love when he was a football player in high school. Yes, him. Oh, yes. And they started dropping videos online of her and him flirting on air. Nasty work.
So what you're saying is she was the Fox Sports pass around.
That's what it sounds like. But here's where it started to unravel. Apparently, Miss Faraji, according to her words, she was being targeted because she left on medical leave and she got her hours cut and human resources wouldn't do nothing. Then she finally got back her hours. But then she moved over to the herd with Colin Cowherd. And again, as I said before, he was nothing but nice to her, according to her. So then this person that you will see if you guys read this on page 10, Mr. Diaz, he puts the microphone on the talent, the little lavalier mics. He was sexually harassing her and making fun of the way she pronounces English words because, again, she's an immigrant. So it also alleges that he openly G-word, we're not going to say the word here, harassed and is inappropriate with women at Fox. Do you think he was fired?
Movie about this.
What's that?
Why is they going to try to make a movie about this?
Well, I said a SVU episode.
Oh, well, that too. But
Yeah.
what you said?
Do you think Mr. Diaz got fired?
No. Nope. I'm looking at it right there. It said he wasn't fired.
Right. He wasn't fired because they said that he be giving out the white stuff. He the plug.
Wow. So
he gets away with that. So he's the plug.
So he's like that. He's the Fox Sports cartel.
Pretty much.
He's their connect.
Yeah. Don't you just love the optics? A Latino person and gotta love him.
Listen, this is like the perfect script right here. This is like a whole movie script right here.
I'm telling you, this is an SVU episode. They're gonna find one of these females passed away. And it's gonna lead to the cartel. This is crazy. All right, what else we got? So here's the line that everybody was making fun of Skip Bayless for. Miss Faraji believes she has cancer and conveys this to Mr. Bayless in an attempt to stop his advances, only to have him offer $1.5 million to have relations. Over the years, Mr. Bayless continued to make advances on Miss Faraji, lingering hugs, kisses on the cheek, inappropriate comments that he could change her life if she acquiesced to having relations.
And you know what? Somehow I believe it.
Yeah. She said, Skip, stop. You have a wife. Mr. Bayless responded, aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives? Miss Faraji responded that her father was deceased, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. So Skip Bayless is trying to go down the Muslim road.
He's lucky that she was not recording that conversation.
Facts. Here we go.
I wonder if she ever, like, if she never did, why she never, like, when she started to realize something like crazy was starting to happen, why she wouldn't have gone that route to secretly record those conversations, because that would have definitely held up with this lawsuit.
I'm sure there's probably rules in there, NDAs and all that, but
probably
what stuck out with me with this lawsuit is the fact that she remembered all these times, dates, and places and the players involved. That's a hell of a memory.
Yeah, she probably journaled it. She probably wrote it down somewhere.
So it says on April 12th, 2022, Mr. Bayless texted Miss Faraji, I'm good today. The text meant that he would not be coming in for hair or makeup. On April 13th of that same year, Mr. Bayless, they spelled his name wrong, text Miss Faraji, not comfortable coming down there. Just do what you need to do. It's okay. Miss Faraji asked him what was wrong. He replied, same stuff, worse. Miss Faraji, concerned about her own job, walked to Mr. Bayless' fitting room to see if everything was okay. Mr. Bayless answered the door, and before Miss Faraji could speak, he began to angrily accuse Miss Faraji of effing Mr. Sharp. So He was. I'm gonna leave y'all. I'll let you take that one, Tori.
Considering the history that Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp have on the show when they used to be on there and the constant back and forth, whether it was entertainment to us or it was personal for them, I'm not surprised that he would say that he was messing around with this woman allegedly, even though that turned out to not be true. Especially when you think about that live on Instagram last year with Shannon Sharp and that other woman. That was crazy. But it's animosity there. You know, Skip Bayless always seemed to have an issue with Shannon Sharp. It seemed to be an envy and jealousy thing because he sees what Shannon Sharp has become when in his professional sports career and what he's doing right now post-career. And Skip Bayless, this is all he has. Like when you look back at Skip Bayless's legacy, all you're going to see is him being on these different sports platforms and people being rotated around him because he's the common denominator. And now this can be tacked on there as well.
Mm-hmm. Miss Faraji tried to explain that she did not have any feelings towards Mr. Sharp and had never slept with him or any other talent member or employee at Fox. But before she could speak, Mr. Bayless demanded that she come to his car after the show. The car. Miss Faraji responded that she could not come sit in his car as it was inappropriate. Mr. Bayless grew irate and then left.
And who knows, all them times that he was going off on Shannon Sharp on the show, that probably that could have been some animosity from because she turned down his advances, and he just had to find someone to take it out on. We just didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm. On April 14th, Mr. Bayless texts Miss Faraji, "If you're distracted tomorrow, I'll wait till Monday, but I can't keep doing this." Miss Faraji told him she was very confused. Mr. Bayless responded, "Trust me, I'm far more confused." Miss Faraji then explained over text that she's not sleeping with Mr. Sharp. Mr. Bayless did not respond. On tax day 2022, Mr. Bayless texted Miss Faraji, "Do you still want to do the haircut or just move on?" Miss Faraji responded that she doesn't want to move on from her job and she will continue doing his hair. On April 16th, Mr. Bayless called Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji did not answer the call because she was scared. She then called him back 10 minutes later. On the call, Mr. Bayless again angrily accused Miss Faraji of effing Mr. Sharp, and that
notice he keeps bringing that up. Like, see this, and I don't want to say the actual word, but this is P word envy right here. That's all that is.
It's not D word energy.
Well, I mean, I want to use the
why do you keep thinking? No, I just wonder why he keeps thinking about this man.
What if I told people they are their clancestors?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, he is his clancestors' wet dream right now. The way that he keeps going on and even if they were messing around, what business of it is his? It's none of his business. You just mad because you couldn't get in on the action.
Keep a pin in that last line, Brother Torian said. Miss Faraji tried to explain that she was kind of all town that included laughing and engaging in conversation. Miss Faraji then asked if he was yelling at her because he refused to go to his car. Mr. Bayless answered that she shouldn't talk to him like that. Miss Faraji replied that she could respond however she wanted. Ooh. It's getting spicy.
I was going to say the same thing.
Mr. Bayless then angrily stated that he heard her talk to Mr. Sharp about her. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Faraji knew this to be untrue and was embarrassed and angry. Miss Faraji responded that even if she had been dating Mr. Sharp, which she wasn't, it shouldn't matter at all because she only had a professional relationship with Mr. Bayless.
Exactly.
Caught him.
Exactly. Like I said, what business is it of his? It's none of his business. This is why they say workplace relationships don't work. See, the thing is, he probably felt that, if she's giving some to Shannon Sharp, then I know I got a shot. That's literally what was probably playing out in his head.
Mm-hmm. They have a famous line for that, by the way.
Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups.
You assume that now, look, 2 years later, you in a lawsuit. 2.5 years later.
Look, he assumed and made an ass of himself.
Oh, yeah. This is wow. On April 17th, Miss Faraji arrived in the makeup room approximately 12 by 30 feet, containing 3 makeup and hair sections, turned on a recording. Ooh.
Well, there it is. Didn't I just say, I wonder if she ever had a recording device or recorded any of these conversations?
I didn't even see this part.
There it is.
She put it on the table and waited for Mr. Bayless to arrive. In the meantime, two of Ms. Faraji's co-workers who were privy to Mr. Bayless' action went into other talent members' room adjacent to the makeup room to listen in to the conversation. Mr. Bayless then arrived in the makeup room for Mr. Faraji to cut his hair in accordance with his regular schedule. Mr. Bayless knew the makeup room was always recorded. It clearly states this room is bugged. Damn. During their conversation, Mr. Bayless stated that he would hate for her to lose her job, but she can't be doing a big thing with my arch rival.
So that he just admitted Shannon Sharpe is his arch rival. And this is not them talking on the air, going back and forth, which people would say is either entertaining or non-professional. He's saying this off the air in the makeup room. So that means he's just told people that Shannon Sharpe was always his enemy. So that lets you know all them times they be going back and forth on when they was on Fox Sports on Undisputed, that was personal. Like that was real. For Skip, it was real. For Shannon, it was, it was just entertainment. But for Skip, that was always personal.
It's my turn.
You put your glasses back on.
You said it was my turn. That clip has so much different context now. And the glasses clip.
Put your glasses back on.
Bastard. Where we at? She responded by reiterating that being polite to Mr. Sharpe is part of her job. Mr. Bayless responded, bullish. I am calling bullish on you. Mr. Bayless then warned that he doesn't want her to lose her job over this. That's a warning. Okay.
It is a warning.
Yeah, I know. He's really saying,
oh, my bad.
No, it's all good. It's just whoever wrote this. Some people might get confused on that. Ms. Faraji responded that she wasn't going to lose her job because she is a great hairdresser. Man, people have lost their job for less.
And we've seen Skip Bayless's hair, so
right. So not to take a shot at you, but you ain't damn sure do a good job. I'm just saying. It looked like you a little step up from Sport Clips. I'm just saying. Mr. Bayless responded, I have love for you and I have for 6 years, and you hurt me and you are ruining this.
What do you mean?
You didn't even do anything.
What, exactly. What kind of fantasy is he creating in his head? Man, you know what? They might listen, they might need to go to Skip Bayless's house to see. This man might have a shrine or it's somewhere, altar or sanctuary or something somewhere in his home. About
Did you ever watch the movie Rising Sun with Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, at the end, near the end of the movie, the person that really did the crime, they started faxing his office and his home, all the pictures of him on film, like committing the crime and him being discovered. And he had to look at his wife, and his wife, she was in a wheelchair and she couldn't believe it. So he ended up offing himself. I'm not saying Skip's going to do the last part, but I'm just saying, how do you look at your old lady with this stuff out and try to get out of it?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. He's married, and all of this is coming out. Man, listen, I'm telling you right now, his wife, I don't know if they got a prenup in place, but even though,
I doubt it.
Yeah. She listen. If this goes all the way, she gonna clean house if she wants to. She would basically have the grounds to do so as well.
She might take the podcast.
Oh, that listen. Would you even want that podcast? That thing is decaying.
I would take it. Miss Faraji again responded that she must be polite to all talent. Mr. Bayless then implied that if he stopped requesting her, it would affect her job. Miss Faraji responded that she's scheduled to work every morning at 5:45 a.m. If he would like to get his hair done, he is welcome to sit in her chair. Mr. Bayless continued to threaten her job. Miss Faraji knew that he was trying to pressure her into having relations with him, but she kept repeating that she was a professional that had to be kind to all talent.
At least she's standing firm on her square. She's not giving in, unlike the other one.
Like the other one,
she was willing flailing around them meat curtains.
Nasty word. On April 21st, Mr. Bayless asked if Miss Faraji would come into his home to color his hair, side job that Miss Faraji previously would partake in when Mr. Bayless' wife was home. On this occasion, with a therapist help, she conveyed that she would no longer be going to his home. The following week, Mr. Bayless arrived in the makeup room as if their conversation never happened, but Miss Faraji remained on edge. Miss Faraji had worsening nightmares regarding the incidents that took place with Mr. Bayless. Ms. Faraji's therapist started using eye movement desensitization and reprocessing to talk her through interactions with Mr. Bayless.
See how she had to restructure herself just to be around this dude?
Mm-hmm. Ms. Faraji is targeted because of her ethnicity and disability. In October 2021, now here's where Joy come back in. Ms. Faraji's friendship with Ms. Taylor ended. Ms. Taylor then began insulting Ms. Faraji on a personal and professional level. In early June 2023, the treatment reached a breaking point, and Ms. Taylor began openly mocking Ms. Faraji's English, exclaiming that she could not understand Ms. Faraji's accent all of a sudden, and complaining about Ms. Faraji's humming, an involuntary subconscious coping mechanism for her diagnosed PTSD. Ms. Taylor then began stating that she needed a black hairstylist. Lord. What is it you always say, Torian? Miss Renee, she is Arab. What is it you always say, Torian, about everybody for some reason it always comes back to hating on black people?
Oh, the foundation of every grift is the degradation of black people, especially black Americans.
Yes. Why would you sit there and say this? So it wasn't a problem when she did her hair until you started getting outed. Now all of a sudden we gonna do that. So you're gonna put a black hairstylist under. You're gonna throw her under the bus indirectly.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden a black hairstylist is better for you.
But all this time it wasn't. But now it is.
Yeah.
Okay, Joy.
Yeah. Ms. Faraji and her co-workers who noticed the harsh interactions hoped that Fox could see through the facade as Ms. Faraji had been doing Ms. Taylor's hair for approximately 7 years at Ms. Taylor's own request without any complaint, and had been working on textured hair for decades. She was hired to do the hairstyles of over 10 black background dancers in CeeLo Green's music video F You. Ms. Faraji's June 1, 2023 diary. There you go, Tori. You were writing in.
Yeah, there it is. And mind you, I promise you, I haven't read too much of this lawsuit. And if I did, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. But yeah, like I said, she was probably journaling something. She probably kept a diary. Yeah,
I was speed reading both of these. I didn't even remember that part about the journal. Diary entry states she's been acting like because I'm not black, I'm stupid. Oh, chill. Here we go. She keeps saying black girls' hair should be done like this, not how you do it. I've been doing her hair for 7 years. She keeps making me feel that my English is not good. She keeps making comments like, oh, white girls are dumb. Okay.
So basically, Joy Taylor is basically like another Malika Andrews.
Pretty much. That's why they really hired her. She was supposed to be the antithesis to Molly Karam.
It just continues to spiral out of control. I said we had to deal with Sage Steele, Mammy Steele, then we had to deal with Malika Andrews. Now we got Joy Taylor. Who came first, Joy Taylor or Malika Andrews?
Joy was there first because remember Malika, I think she was still doing Golden State Warriors rings courtside reports. She didn't get hired till ESPN, I think till like 2020 or 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, she knew. Fairly new, I should say. And if she's not careful, she's gonna ruin her sister because her sister doing ESPN work too. But we'll see. On June 14, 2023, Ms. Faraji reported the incidents to Ms. Peretti. Now she is human resources. Ms. Faraji's June 14, 2023 diary entry states, by now it's been 7 days that the company knows about this racism and discrimination towards me. I told my boss, Gene, I told Cindy all about it. On June 16th, Ms. Peretti pulled Ms. Faraji into her office and asked if she wanted to leave speak. Ms. Faraji explained that she wanted to work. Ms. Peretti told Ms. Faraji that she should just leave the room when Ms. Taylor was acting out. Ms. Faraji noticed that this was a pattern. When Ms. M bullied Ms. Faraji, Human Resources told her to leave the room, and now when Ms. Taylor bullied Ms. Faraji, Ms. Peretti again told her to leave the room. Ms. Faraji's June 16, 2023 diary entry states, I'm very disappointed in how Fox operates racism and bullying. Instead of getting rid of the bully, they want to get rid of the victim. Wow. No, welcome to corporate America. They'd rather pay you off and get rid of you than deal with it internally.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was doing my live yesterday, talking about the unprotected in America, and it was involving like black kids or black boys dealing with the anti-blackness in these schools, and they simply told the mother of one of these boys, "Oh, to just transfer to another school."
Okay, so she's Persian. My fault. I thought she was Arab. She's Persian. Miss Peretti responded, "You remind me of my dog, and when I take my dog out, he barks at bigger dogs. That's like you." Okay. Yeah. Like I said, it goes on and on and on.
I just saw Emmanuel Acho's name when you were scrolling through. I literally saw it said Acho.
Yeah. I guess we could do a quick thing on him. Okay. So approximately February 2020, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch at Beverly Hills. She found Miss Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. He didn't know her, but she could tell that the two were romantically involved. So he was the dude that ended up helping get her to lose her wedding and her husband. Nasty work. But fuck this dude. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah. But that's basically the lawsuit in a nutshell. There was a lot of shenanigans going on.
It's a lot in that. It's like you said, a 42-page document.
Yeah, so we just put it in there again. But y'all ain't come here for that.
Nope. They did. But this was a good foundation to start on, though.
Right. You came here for this.
Nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, run for your life.
And no, I shouldn't get copyrighted on that. But y'all came here for Jason Whitlock to respond to this like he was involved. And we're going to give y'all a little bit of a surprise at the end. But let's get into Whitlock's response.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
So this was on his show yesterday.
I'm laughing right now because I seen the clip. And for those that haven't caught the hint, when KG played the drop with the Jif peanut butter, it'll make sense when you listen to this clip.
Yeah. But let's begin. Fair use. Where is the sound? I know it's better on mute, but we need all the context.
To be hypercritical of Joy Taylor. I don't have harsh opinions of Joy Taylor. She's not someone that I didn't get along with. I basically, for the most part, just kept my distance from Joy Taylor. And I kept my distance, not because I didn't like her. It's just because I knew myself. I know myself.
Oh,
I know what I'm capable of.
There you go. We ain't even a whole minute in, and he's already telling you of his, I don't want to say the word, but it begins with a P, and the word that follows that is nature. He's telling you right there, he would not be able to control himself around her.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, run for your life.
And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
This is what he said in his mind when he thought of that line.
Now y'all understand why the peanut butter was playing in the drop. He said that. I said he always gotta go default back to food. That peanut butter skin.
With that big rack, looked like two big old chicken breastises. Because he probably still watching Living Color. Lord have mercy. We not even a minute in, he already sexually harassing her. And she's not even there. Okay. Continue, Jason, because you got about another 12 minutes of this.
That's going to get you into trouble. And so that's what I did. I kept my distance. Because when you put some woman in a job, talking sports with a bunch of men, it's a job she's not qualified for. She's talking.
Jason, is called showing restraint and professionalism. Something obviously you would know nothing about.
Okay.
Talking sports with professional athletes, people that did it at the highest level. She's talking sports with me or Colin Cowherd or other people that have like really studied sports at a super high level. What does she have to offer other than her sex appeal? And so should we be surprised that she leaned into that? No, we should. They put her in that position where it's the only thing she had to offer. And so she offered it up and got what she wanted. Let's think this through. As if you go into the lawsuit and the things that Nusheen says and the way she says things played out, Joy Taylor was some sort of fill-in talk show host down in Miami who, you know, people in Miami kind of knew who she was. I think she may have had some association with Dan Le Batard or whatever,
mixed.
but she hadn't taken Miami by storm as a radio talk show host. She was a little extra. Attractive girl, Jason Taylor's sister. Hey, let's put her on radio. But she hadn't really done anything. But somehow she's qualified to be the host of Undisputed, a debate show between Skip Bayless, who, like him or not, was an accomplished sports journalist for a time, and a Hall of Fame football player in Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp.
I'm actually surprised he gave him a compliment.
Let's be real here. Jason Whitlock, the only reason he's saying this right now is because he ain't get a chance to hit. Mm-hmm. If he did, first off, can you imagine what him actually being mentioned would have sounded like? That's really all it is. He just mad because he didn't get to have any fun.
Deflection!
Tori, you fucked up my Tuesday.
You said what?
Oh my God. No, I don't want to think about that. That would be his career accomplishment. This would rank up there where he almost got beat up at that Kansas City game.
Wow.
And he got suspended for a week. Okay. We continue.
Get to work. Reached the top of the sports industry. Skip Bayless reached the top of the sports media industry. And Joy Taylor had done some radio work down in Miami. What does she have to offer? So how does she get that job? How does she even get that opportunity? Because she's got a big pair of cans, and she's, according to Sheen, she's willing to let people enjoy those big cans of hers.
And you couldn't enjoy, you couldn't indulge, and now you salty, you mad.
This is some bitter shit.
It is. It really is. It really is. And the thing is, he's saying all of this to the world that's watching without a care in the world at that. Very unapologetically, he's not even stumbling over what he's saying. And he thinks that people... Never mind.
Well, we can condense those words into this.
Nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life.
Damn. This is nasty.
And the thing is, when I saw the little small clip, and it was the part that played at the very beginning, when I saw it on Twitter, everybody was clowning him. They was basically saying, Jason, you just mad because you couldn't get in on the action. That's really what it is. He won't come right out and say it, of course, but that's what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm. Y'all can yell at me, but I don't see the appeal. But all right. I'm not just saying that now. I saw her back in 2016. I was like, oh, y'all trying to play Molly Karam. All right, say less. Y'all trying to have her be like Carrie Champion or the other chick that was there before. I was like,
and
okay.
I couldn't tell at first when it was because you have the screen flip, but I didn't realize the caption he had under her picture said single black female.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of y'all who don't know, that's a play on words for a movie that came out in the 90s called Single White Female.
Yep.
If y'all haven't seen it, it's actually a pretty good movie.
This is crazy. And yes, again, she's mixed.
Yeah, she's mixed. That's why I brought up Sage Steele and Malika Andrews, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I see what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
That's how we got here, and it's not Joy Taylor's fault. And I want to go through and just I'm trying not to disparage Joy Taylor, but the fact
you just sexually harassed her.
Remember,
you might as well go down
I'm at
road.
Fox Sports at the time,
exactly,
and I ran into some friction because I didn't want a woman on a show that I was doing at Fox Sports. And so this is in 2015, 16 at the very beginning. And I can remember they brought Joy Taylor in for a test on the show that I was doing. Yeah, this is at the time when I was going to be initially doing my own show and Cowherd was doing something else. And just keeping it all the way real, Charlie Dixon wanted her to be involved with my show. And so we brought her in for a test. And I didn't think the test went well. And I let everybody know, hey, I don't think this test went well. I don't want, this isn't the direction.
I mean, just put his phone away because Uber Eats just told him that his food's on the way.
He got that notification.
Facts.
I wanted to go. I was trying to play nice and trying to meet them halfway in terms of okay, you guys are insisting on a woman being on this show because that's what everybody wants. And I was like, well, you need to bring a grown-ass woman on the show if it's going to be with me. It can't be at this time. This is 10 years ago. Joy Taylor's probably 25, 26 years old. You're talking about, I mean, I got a lot of discipline, but 25-year-old with them big cans and that peanut butter skin who has nothing
There it
to
is
say.
again. He said it again. Them big cans and peanut butter skin. It sounds like he wants to devour her. The way he's talking. This man is salivating right now. I'm
hide your
surprised he didn't
bread,
start
hide
drooling.
your knives.
I'm surprised he didn't start drooling.
Hide your bread, hide your wives. They out here spreading everything. Nigga, what?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
No, Mansa Musa. He said big cans.
Big cans. He talking about her chest.
My Lord. I know every female in these two chats, they're uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, they probably feel like I got to take a shower after this.
Ladies, I apologize.
At some point, I'm going to lose respect. And I'm like, well, the only thing she's got to offer is them big cans and that peanut butter skin.
Oh my God, he said it
so
again.
If I got to put up with this, I might as well enjoy them big cans.
What the
hell? And so I said, no, I don't want to put myself in that position. And so I can remember, I brought in Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie Bernstein's around my age, a few years younger, perhaps. But I was like, she's been around the block. She actually has been involved in sports media for a long time. She might have something of substance to offer. And the test we did with Bonnie Bernstein went much better. And I was like, if we're going to go, they were adamant, no Bonnie Bernstein. When I look back in retrospect, when I say they, I'm talking about Jamie Horowitz. And I don't know if I heard from Charlie Dixon on this, but I'd certainly heard from Jamie. They were adamant, no Bonnie Bernstein. And when I look back in retrospect, I'm not trying to disparage anybody. I'm just keeping it real. This show is called Fearless. I got to tell you the truth so you can understand these things. When I look back in retrospect, they were like, Bonnie Bernstein, she was 20 years ago. You know, we've had our way with Bonnie Bernstein. We want something fresh and new.
Huh?
And so Bonnie Bernstein, a woman that's pushing 45, 50 at that time, no value, no interest. No one's sexually attracted enough to Bonnie Bernstein at that time to give her the job. And so we didn't do that. I kept holding firm. Next thing you know, me and Cowherd are doing the show together, and Jason McIntyre is going to be our sidekick.
Are you
And
joking
that
right
was
now?
a better landing for me than doing the show with a woman. I need, put me in a guy environment, guys talking. That's natural. That's what I thought had the most value. Down the road at Fox Sports, Christine Leahy, when Cowherd
we all
left
know
the
how
show,
much he loved him some Christine Leahy.
Bruh, you want to give him a brief history?
Jason Whitlock love him some Christine Leahy. I forgot. I vaguely remember it. Like you gonna have to fill in the blanks for me. But I know it was some kind of controversy that happened over there at Fox Sports with Christine Leahy. It was somebody else and Jason Whitlock. And Christine was completely in the wrong, but leave it to Jason Whitlock to throw on that cape for her and barrel his way down there like a wrecking ball to jump and literally defend her at every turn, and she still ain't give him none. You did all that for nothing.
So for those who don't remember that controversy, like Wallow J said, that was the infamous interview where LeVar Ball came on, and he destroyed her.
Oh yeah. Okay, now it's coming back.
But they took one little innocent comment he said and blew it all the way up and tried to Me Too him. And that's one of the few times I actually gave Charlamagne credit, because when he did Donkey of the Day the next day, he went in on Jason Whitlock and her.
Isn't that when he made the comment? He says you're only able to comment on snacks. Was that the one?
Yes.
Okay, that was it. And then that's when I think Charlamagne has said, "Don't say anything until you lose about 200 pounds and stop wearing fedoras."
Yes. And notice he don't wear fedoras.
Even though he don't wear them fedoras anymore, and he dropped some weight.
Oh man, bruh. I think it's still on YouTube, the Donkey of the Day, Christine Leahy. Hilarious. That was before he sold out, but times were different before 2020.
Oh yes, it was I feel like we was a more balanced society back then.
Oh yeah. But continue, Jason.
Christine Leahy wanted to replace Colin Cowherd. I wasn't for that. I considered it because I like Christine Leahy, and what I wanted in that next position, replacing Cowherd, was someone that was in a much more junior position to me than Colin Cowherd. And so, but Christine Leahy had no interest in that and told me flat out she wanted to do a 50-50 show. And I told Christine Leahy, who I liked, but I told her flat out, I was like, Christine, I can't do a 50-50 show with you. You don't know 50% of what I know. You don't know 20% of what I know. You're a child, an attractive one, but you're just a child.
Dude, she's a grown woman.
Right, Christine.
What are we doing?
She's an adult.
I'm convinced now he didn't script this.
He didn't. This is off the top. This is off the dome.
Well, if I remember, this was off his live stream. He just cut it up. But dude. Like, come on. There's got to be. There's nobody in that studio to tell you to stop. All right. All right.
And so I can't do a show that's 50-50 with you. There's some things I can teach you in the junior position, but I would consider it, but 50-50, that's insanity. And that's how I ended up moving to Marcellus Wiley. I could do, in my view, this is just me keeping it real, I could do a 55-45 show with Marcellus Wiley. Guy, played sports at the highest level, very good personality, experience. And so that's how we ended up with me and Marcellus and Speak for Yourself. I'm going to continue because I want to be crystal clear here. I like Charlie Dixon, the executive that allegedly was sleeping with Joy Taylor, and that's how she got her position, according to Nusheen, in this lawsuit. Just in the interest of transparency and just me keeping it real, when I was at Fox Sports, I don't know if this is factual, but I know what everybody thought. Everybody, these stories that Nusheen's talking about in this lawsuit, they were widespread and prevalent in 2016. Everybody across Fox Sports thought and gossiped about Joy Taylor and Charlie Dixon. Again, I heard the same talk as everyone else. My name was Bennett. I wasn't in it, but I do know that the women, and I'm going to leave a name out of this. I'm going to leave names out of this. But what's alleged in this lawsuit about Joy Taylor and her sleeping with Charlie Dixon and her telling Nusheen and others that she will control Charlie Dixon and that she will say that he sexually harassed her if he ever gets out of line, that was a common play. That was a common tactic by women in sports media. What Joy Taylor was, she's more transparent in talking about it than perhaps she should have been, but that was a very common practice. I had a very attractive, big-breasted
woman
that wanted to work at Fox Sports and wanted to, another one, I'm not talking about Christine, but another one that wanted to be on Speak for Yourself, and she would ask me out to dinner about once a month and just let me know that
or did you
in
try to
subtle and not
coerce
so
her
subtle
to that?
ways, hey, you.
Okay. By the way, for those who don't know, Joy Taylor wears revealing clothes on that show. This is how she showed up yesterday. Look at the social distancing. Paul Pierce has that look like, y'all got mad at me over some strippers.
They got mad at Deshaun Watson over what happened with him.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, over at Fox Sports, they would treat that thing like a parlor.
By the way, for those that are interested, would you like to see Joy's ex-fiance?
Earl Watson?
Not him.
Oh.
That was not him.
Let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
Hi, Richie.
Richard Giannotti?
Yeah,
is that Italian?
That's Italian.
Okay.
That is him.
And do you want to explain why they are now exes?
As I said before, when Miss Faraji showed up at the restaurant one night, she saw him and Acho there with their significant others, and they were sitting there flirting with each other. And she picked up the vibe that they were sleeping together. And the dude found out I think it was a couple years later, and he said, nah, I'm out. She messed up the bag. This man is a multimillionaire.
Because she couldn't control her urges.
Nasty work. Nasty work. But just like Jason, nasty work. Woof, woof, woof. There you go, Smash Bros. That's how she usually shows up on set. The big old cans and the peanut butter skin.
She looks very tanned right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she white. It's just, That's a wild picture. Why y'all bring Kobe into it? I don't get it.
Same time, how would I not know how hard it is to do the show I work on? You have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you got to do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that's just going to make me better. So that's why I'm excellent. Because I had to be. I couldn't be average. I couldn't be okay. I couldn't be late. I couldn't complain. I couldn't say no. Now I do.
We know you. Oh, Joy, we know you couldn't say no. We know you couldn't say no. It's funny when you listen to that and you put into perspective what's come out. You interpret everything she just said there in a whole different light.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm. All right. Well, there's that. Now, before we bring people up, Brother Torian, would you like a surprise?
I almost listen. We went through so much stuff already. I forgot about that. I did. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's cool.
All right.
For those in the chats, if you'd like a surprise before we open up the phone lines, put a one in the chat. Well, actually, you know what? Put the peanut butter emoji in there. I know they got one.
I know they have a peanut one.
Yeah, put the peanut emoji in there. Let's do that. Put the peanut emoji. If not, we'll just open up the phone line. But I think Brother Tor, and we'll do that at the end. But I think Brother Torian wants this. That's fine. You could write peanut if you can't find it. We understand. I know you knew about this, Torian, but maybe you forgot about it. You know how we always say Whitlock don't like successful black people?
Yeah.
Yeah. We found something that I think you should do a video on.
Or live.
Or live. Here we go.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
Sportskeeda, not a bad website. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I get it wrong. It says analyst makes feelings known on Caitlin Clark's snub as $25 million Olympian bags SI Sports Person of the Year.
Oh, I know they're talking about Simone Biles Owens. I'm being respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know that she that Simone got Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year, and it's very well deserved.
Yes. But who do you think got mad?
Oh, the usual suspects, of course. Or is it one specific person?
Following the end of her college career,
name.
An impressive rookie season, Caitlin Clark took home multiple awards in 2024. Despite all the recognition she got, one analyst was angered by her recently being snubbed. Earlier Thursday morning, Sports Illustrated announced its Sports Person of the Year for 2024. The publication ended up going with famous Olympic gymnast, Simone Biles. She put together an impressive showing in the Summer Olympics this year, delivering the United States 3 gold medals. Following this announcement, Jason Whitlock took to social media to give his thoughts on the decision. He feels that Caitlin Clark should have been chosen over the $25 million Olympian. His reason is that Biles only shined on the world stage for 2 weeks while Clark and others competed for most of the year.
What do you mean most of the year?
He said that since Caitlin Clark played 6 months, right? Shohei Ohtani played basically 6 months. Call it 9 because they won the championship, right? No, 8. We'll call it 8. That they should have been picked over Simone Biles because Simone Biles was only at the Olympics for about 2 to 3 weeks.
And look at how much noise people was making for her when she was competing, like as she always does.
And it was the last one.
But what gets me with this is that Jason Whitlock. So now, Jason, are you a fan of Caitlin Clark again? Because when she said what she said in that Time magazine interview when she got Time's Sports Person of the Year, you sounded very standoffish, and you can't say that we didn't because we all did lies about that. Man, see, this man is too flip-floppy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they grilled him about that.
Who said it? No, D Money. Remember, she got Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. But to him, she should have swept it and got Sports Illustrated. But these are the same folk that tell you Sports Illustrated is not reputable anymore. But, let him tell it. Here's the tweet. This is a joke. She was relevant for 2 weeks this summer. Caitlin Clark and Shohei Ohtani were relevant for months.
This guy.
Yeah, this is what he said. And that's the cover.
Mm-hmm. Nice cover, by the way.
Very nice. While Whitlock's point has some merit, other factors need to be attributed. Biles might have only competed for a few weeks, but it was on the grandest stage in all the sports. Caitlin Clark didn't do that.
Exactly.
On top of that, she took home the top prize at everything she competed in. Caitlin Clark didn't do that.
In college or professional.
Yeah. Clark might not have won this honor, but she did win something similar. A few weeks back, Time Magazine picked the Indiana Fever Star for its Athlete of the Year for 2024.
And I still question that pick.
It makes sense. I see why they did that. It made sense. She got a lot of attention. It made sense. Even though she didn't win, but again, this is a country that rewards mediocrity. But, you know, suffice to say that the fact that media had her name in their mouth all year, even on stuff that wasn't even like how you sit up there and compare her to Michael Jordan. How?
Right. Or
Michael
Maya
Jordan won in
Moore.
college.
Or Maya Moore.
That was wild. Remember that interview with that white lady?
Yeah.
Bruh, you motherfucker crazy. But
that's why it was so funny going in on Megyn Kelly. She's the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. Megyn, hush.
Close. It's not even close.
Oh, you about to look at the comments?
Yeah. Real quick, and then we'll drop the StreamYard link. But remember when the things I said that she needed to work on?
Mm-hmm.
And remember when I read the article, what did she say in there? 2 of the things I told her to work on. Her mid-range and her strength.
Yeah.
What happened when she showed that off?
She was better?
No.
Oh, they didn't show
it. They went
yet.
in on her. They said she looked like a man. You can't satisfy them. You can't do it. I can't wait till Unrivaled starts, so they're going to start going in on Angel Reese now. I can't wait. But anyway, let's see what these comments were. So here's his tweet. It got not even 500,000 yet, but all right. He put this out on the 2nd. This is what's sad. It's almost embarrassingly obvious when someone is given a DEI award instead of something earned. Oh, Lord.
DEI. They said that Simone Biles doing what she's doing. She got a DEI award.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Because apparently everybody can do all those flips and tumbles and be on balance beams and uneven bars and running down very fast to jump over that. I forgot what it's called, but you know what it's called. And doing all those maneuvers at the risk of an injury or worse on the grand stage. Then who was his name? Jim? I bet this Jim couldn't even do a tumble without almost fracturing his spine.
With DEI, it doesn't matter whether it's a race or gender or other. Insults her as well as everyone's common sense. Most people just roll their eyes. Nobody rolled their eyes, but okay. The real reason SI gave her the award was to throw a finger at Caitlin Clark again, recognized
they
by
weren't
Time
thinking
Magazine.
about her. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
They weren't even thinking about her.
They clearly weren't. And even if they did, she wouldn't even be number 1.
Right.
You just said Shohei Ohtani. He came off injury and he won a chip. His first year on the Dodgers. The first 2 people they probably thought of, they were okay, they got championships. She don't have no hardware except a Rookie of the Year certificate.
Which is the equivalent at this point of a of what do I call it? The participation award.
Do y'all realize they gave her a DEI award for being Rookie of the Year?
They're not gonna call it that though.
I'm calling it. It's a DEI award because it benefits white women the most, which somebody here had to correct old Jimmy about. The white girl lost. How? What? She didn't win. Is he serious right now? Okay.
That's where they get that blue check and they lose their minds.
And again, being racist is what we expect of smallness. Sir, you literally brought up DEI and you accusing somebody else of being racist. Oh, okay. It's a shame when so-called people, they want to put a monkey wrench in sports when winning at the highest levels really matter and they want to pretend it doesn't. Simone won the gold in the Olympics. It's not her first time. Asia Wilson won unanimous MVP. It's not her first time. Caitlin Clark has ways to go. She has to win at the highest level awards. Fair point. No need to make an invalid argument of any type of DI because Caitlin Clark passed Simone Biles. I don't. Sure. I've seen a great Howard Cosell and other sports people, so the attached information should be ignored and put Caitlin Clark instead of Simone Biles. White women benefited the most in DEI. Please learn some history. And as you could see on the screen, I had to mute Caitlin Clark, because it was.
I can't tell you how many words I had to mute on Twitter.
You're calling the most decorated U.S. gymnast ever who won 3 golds and a silver this year at DEI. You obviously have a severe mental disability. I hope you get the help you need. I hate saying this, but we know why she was chosen over those other 2. She's a black female. Lord have mercy.
These are the same people that were crashing out since Christmas. I'm just saying.
Here we go. And as far as Shohei being a minority, we have all heard the racism against Asians. They are white, Jason, apparently. Oh, so now you want to claim Asians. You see what they do?
That's what Charlie Kirk did. Remember, he was Charlie Kirk was trying to create a so-called white and Asian alliance or whatever when they overturned affirmative action.
And they don't even want y'all. Here we go. Clark is sportswoman of the century. That'll end after this draft.
He said the sportswoman
of the century.
All you can do is just laugh at the sportswoman of the century. Now you really reaching.
What did she accomplish to get her there? I'm being honest. Somebody got to tell me. What did Caitlin Clark accomplish? Y'all really about to tell me she elevated the WNBA when the ratings were already going up before she got there? Y'all gonna tell me that she brought the planes when the planes were already designated?
I was just getting ready to mention that. I was getting ready to say that.
What did she elevate? Y'all got to tell me this. Seriously. What did she elevate? Oh, how to get people so upset that they had to go to their congressman to go get laws and investigations started because she was being played too hard? That's what we elevated. We're elevating being soft. I swear to God, when this season starts in 5 months, 4 months, I swear to God, I better not hear nothing. If she gets cooked, I don't want to hear nothing.
We're gonna remember what they said because remember what she said about the black female WNBA players and how they started it.
They mad.
Yeah, we're gonna remember all of that.
Oh yeah,
and people was glad she said that because people who are actually fans of the WNBA were saying finally now we can have the sport we love back to us and not being hijacked by these fakers and these phonies.
I'm telling you, one bad game they're gonna go in on her. I'm telling you this right now. But all right, what else we got? I could smell the weed from here. Lord have mercy. Damn, y'all can't elevate these jokes. It's been about a decade. Did you see the things she was doing to make her relevant for those 2 weeks? I guess he forgot that she's a legend. She's like one of the few gymnasts in history to have a move band or pull it off. So much so she pissed off an entire team and their coach because she did it. All right. Remember, she trashed the USA and Trump at the Olympics, so that makes her a hero. Okay, again, go read what she said. But okay. She wasn't the biggest head. Go ahead.
But we all know Jason Whitlock never liked Simone Biles anyway, because like he said a lot. I think I did a video about her, and one of the things he said about her, I said, I wish one day Simone Biles will take the gloves off and actually call this man out by name, because it's like she's on the cusp of doing it. Because when she says the things that she hears, I think back to what Jason says, and I'm like, that's basically the same thing he says. So she's aware. I'm sure she's aware of the stuff that he says, but she's not calling him out by name. But one of these days, I have a feeling she's gonna embrace villainy and she's gonna call this man out by name, and it's going to be glorious. But at the same time, I know why she doesn't do it, because then he's gonna be like, "Ha, she said my name," which is what he wants her to do.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't the biggest headliner at the Olympics. That was the French swimmer trained in the U.S. Okay, don't nobody remember this dude.
I don't even know who this was until just now.
Where's his commercials? I know he's French, but where's his commercials?
Speaking of people they mad at that, they mad at Angel Reese again, because she got that Reese Puff cereal deal. I actually have a box sitting on top of my fridge right now. And the thing is, I didn't even pick up on it until I looked at it. I was like, wait a minute.
I might go get one now. Thank you for telling me. I ain't gonna open it though. And what about Jim Harbaugh? Wins a natty at his alma mater and comes back to the pros in his first season, leads his new team to the playoffs. No. This is what we're not going to do. We're going to go. So you went from a player to a coach.
What a leap.
He didn't even win the chip. So no. He didn't even win his division. So no. There's your answer. There you go. Why wasn't the Turkish shooter the sports person of the year? He just didn't give a damn. As he said, it just goes on and on. It's like I'm just flabbergasted. But I'm gonna make this quick. Maybe like 15-20 minutes. Y'all can come up and say your piece easy with the language, because we want to make sure we get the chat. Because YouTube, this is January for those who don't do content creating. This is one of the months that they like to play around with channels, especially channels on New Black Media. For those who don't know, it's usually January, February, April, June now because of Juneteenth, July, and what was the other two? November and what was it? September? Yeah, September and November. Those are the months they like to screw with us. So we're in January. Please keep the language to a minimum. If you have to curse, use a euphemism, please. Because we want to make sure we get enough views on this. But if not, if nobody comes up, then we'll just do our parting thoughts and we'll ride out and enjoy the rest of our day. Okay, so we have our first person up. First person up. A hurricane has showed up.
Uh-oh.
Miss Nisi, hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
KJ.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
I am a little bit cold, but I'm alive, so.
Okay, how about yourself, Torian?
I'm warm.
Okay. I was able to get in because I realized yesterday, KG, when you did your live, how you dropped the link, it wasn't underlined. That's why I couldn't click on.
Oh, okay.
But anywho, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to be first to beat Wallow.
There you go. That's how you do it.
All right, y'all be blessed.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I was trying to pull this up, but it wouldn't respond. Miss Nisi got her own intro now.
Oh.
I have to remix it a little bit when we finish, but yeah, since you called her the hurricane, you inspired this.
Hills and mountains. Yeah. Now that's got to be 90. That's just.
I remember that. That man was just so excited to be out there.
Oh yeah. But yeah. Actually, you know what? I forgot. You could also put it in your chat. I forgot to do that. Yeah. That's gotta be 90. I was gonna do it dirty, but I was like, nah, it's too early. You know where I was about to go with that. But yeah, man, I'm shocked. Not by the lawsuit, because this is Hollywood. I'm shocked that he said more food references than he's ever said in life.
And he noticed he kept saying cans. What kind of cans? They had to be cans that where you can consume something, like maybe food can, soda can
of soda,
beer can.
spam, corned beef. I mean, bro, he can fuck around and get somebody PTSD. That's all I heard.
Tragic.
The imagery was crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it said can.
That man is a disgrace.
That's how he looked when you started thinking about Joy Taylor.
Are you showing something?
I'm about to. Y'all gotta see this. Yeah, you remember? I don't know. Did they have ShopRite up in Maryland? Probably
I can't remember if they did. If they didn't, I've heard of the store, but I can't remember if they did.
This is them.
Now, ShopRite does the can in the summertime for all our fans of can.
That's how he thought about Joy Taylor right now. Them big old cans. That's crazy. All right. So there's that. Manson moved since 93.
What's going on, man? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Kid Gravity, how you doing?
Same old is just a different year.
All right, got you. Torian, how you feeling?
I'm doing good.
All right. Well, you already know what it is. Torian, I think you know. It's meatball activities here. It's meatballism already. His head shaped like a meatball. It looked like a Jif peanut butter jar. He looked like peanut butter. He talking about peanut butter. Every time he goes somewhere, it's peanut butter. He can't stop. I don't know what his problem is. He talking about cans. He's probably talking about them chicken noodle soup cans because them joints be heavy. They be some big cans. So I guess he was talking about chicken noodle soup. And he all kinds of hungry. I don't know what
he be using them what they call them can openers, the handheld ones. And he be putting a straw in there and just be drinking it like a nutriment.
Yeah, he just drink the broth out of it.
No, he put the noodles through the straw too, and the little red meat that they got up in there.
And he probably doesn't even use a regular straw either. He probably uses Takis as a straw.
Facts.
What straw? What straw? He popped the can open and drank it out the can.
You don't know. He be going to Target and stealing off the Stanley ones.
Oh damn!
They're long enough, bro. I'm telling you,
sturdy. They some sturdy straw.
He be drinking them Campbell soup cans like a 70s beer.
Yeah, he be drinking the soup can with the noodles included. He'll drink all the shit in the can. Like part of my.
You know that man loves his cans.
Yeah, shit, cans. Yeah. Now we're talking about.
Does anybody in this chat live in Nashville? I will pay you money to go to your local supermarket and still see if there's peanut butter on the shelf. He might screw around and get her an endorsement deal with Jif or Skippy.
And Jif or Skippy. Matter of fact,
nah, you know what? She gonna get great value. My bad.
Yeah, that's that Walmart brand, you know.
Woo.
That's because anybody can use that.
Reparations is he has a standards.
He's a what?
Reparations that he has a standards.
Shit. She ain't even selling those no more. He probably got the vintage one.
Right.
Well, brother man, to you, I'm telling you this, by the end of this year, he's gonna be fired from the Blaze. You watch.
I'm surprised he still working there. I'm surprised he's still doing anything.
Because he's irrelevant now. They got him calmed down now.
Yeah, it looked like while he was talking, he needed a couple butter biscuits, but you know, I don't know.
I'm surprised he ain't walk off the set. It's like I need a minute.
Yeah, you saw he put his phone away. It was either a food order or he was on his IG page lurking on her IG page. Real talk, he put his phone away. Like, no, not while I'm talking about this topic. Let me put this down. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just funny that an Asian woman is the one that's gonna bring him down.
That'd be crazy.
I think it's gonna happen.
He been fantasizing.
He gonna get divorced, and Emmanuel Acho, I ain't sure because if it's true, well, I don't know what they could do, and they probably suspend him. But
I don't want to talk about him.
They might get rid of her.
He the black man that try to speak for black men on behalf of police. Man, stop it. Nobody knew who you were before you came out. Who is this Emmanuel Acho? Who? Yeah,
Well, we call him Achu over here.
Acho, right? Sneezing ass. Man, get your cold ass out of here. It's already cold. We don't need no more problems. Hey, he's another one that needs to go away, apparently, because he keeps showing up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Torian, you might have did a video or two on him. I'm speaking.
I have, and
Yeah.
something tells me I'm gonna be doing a couple more because I know he's gonna say some slick shit sometime down the line. I know he is.
Right. Yeah, because he's been known to say some wild stuff every now and again. You know, he'll jump out the pack to show his chest for his little PC friends. Every now and then they'll do that, and that is weird. We don't do that weird activity over here. Plus, you know, your boy Whitlock talking about he mentioned having somebody else on before Joy Taylor, but he was like, she's a child, an attractive one. But she's
about Christine Leahy.
First of all, sir, why would you say that? Why would you say an attractive one after you call somebody a child? Do you find children attractive, sir? Because that's what that's starting to lean to. That's a little strange for you to say that. I get what he was saying.
Strange, so.
Yeah, he's already strange.
That man.
So
I don't know if you were here that day when Torian and I were doing that live, and he showed up in the comment thread and he stayed for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even though he said he had a business meeting.
Yeah,
I
remember.
Why are you still here?
And it's crazy, and it's crazy too because like I was going because that was my live, and because that was at the time when I was bringing people up to speak, and you came up, and then he popped up in the live, and people were saying, Torian, I think Jason Whitlock is in your chat right now, and I looked over and I was like, oh really? And then KG, you dropped off. I dropped the link in the chat for him to come up, and then that's when he gave every excuse in the book, and the last thing he said, I got a meeting about.
No,
oh yeah, you were.
Yeah,
okay,
and then that's when I said he searched his name.
He had to have
you didn't tag him because you didn't tag him.
I didn't tag him exactly, so he had to have search.
So he probably searched his name again. He gonna get mad at me again.
He said I have a meeting in about 10 minutes. When I'm like, well, if you got a meeting in 10 minutes, why are you in this chat? Shouldn't you be ready to getting ready for your meeting?
Facts.
You should be getting ready for your meatballs, is what you're getting ready for, you hungry bastard. Anyway, yeah, listen, that's crazy. I didn't even know about that. When was that? Because if he showed up, that means
it was before the election.
Yeah, it was
this
before. I want to say it might have been in October, if I could remember, probably around that area.
Oh, yeah, that means that he's trying to get some waves going because you know it's the election. It was getting hot. Everybody was going to get
Nobody asked him for his political opinions.
Nobody. He just trying to get some numbers on this side, except it didn't work out for him. So that's why he's still doing what he's doing. And it just goes to show that these dudes are just stuck in the bubble where they at. You just in the bubble, bro. Just stay in your bubble until your bubble bursts, and then you'll find another bubble to go into. So at this point, it's the ring around the rosy. It's a ring around the rosy. It's the super grift of all grifts, if anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe this might not be the super grift, but it's probably one's worse than this. But this guy, he gotta chill out. He doing too much. He fantasizing about peanut butter. He talking about women as if he never saw a woman before. Like, where have you been all your life, bro? Like,
he been in stadium zones getting beaten up in strip clubs. He did admit this. He used to be a connoisseur of the strip clubs.
So he was getting beat up the strip clubs. Right. You know what? I don't even want. I'm gonna let somebody else come out. I don't want. We did enough roasting today. I appreciate you for letting me come up, man. Shout out to y'all.
No problem.
Yes, sir. All right, so that was Ben Samusa. Thank you for coming up. Next person, Jonathan. He sounds like he's in the mall.
Right. So you know, Jonathan always on the move somewhere.
I guess. Okay.
And I don't think he can hear us.
He must be pumping right now. Pause. Next up.
I got
Wait, was he about to clown him right quick for not being up here first, and he called us right before we said something?
I guess. I don't know what was going on there.
Because that's what it sounded like.
Blink if you. Hey,
Hey, I'm fine.
This nigga getting yelled at by some female.
I'm trying to work. I'm at work. I was driving when you dropped the link, sir. That's why Benicia was first. Girl, if you don't leave me alone. Shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude,
Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
we discussing men
sorry.
getting at women, and you over here yelling at a female. You better go tell that female you sorry.
Never mind. How y'all doing today, man?
You all right, bro?
I'm fine. Like, yell at me, man.
Put that female on. Let me talk to that female real fast.
I don't think you want to.
Why not? Never mind. What
What I want, but it'd be all right. No, but he's the weirdest dude I've ever seen on TV. That's the first time I ever heard somebody refer to another person with peanut butter. Peanut butter now. I've never heard of that. That is weird and dry. The peanut butter is dry. I don't understand it.
Lines was gonna work. They ain't land. He
No,
was
they
getting
ain't
clowned
land.
all over. That clip where he said peanut butter, they were clowning him all over.
They should have. He sounded disgusting, like peanut butter. Like what? You just mad because you couldn't hit. Just like Tariq said, just like everybody said, you just mad because you couldn't get none. And what's that other girl name? Y'all know Taylor Rooks, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, she was trending over this.
Yeah, she better watch herself. She better watch herself real good, cause
But she in the white man, so it's all right.
She's what?
She in the white man.
Her too? Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, she got caught saying something too.
She got caught saying she said somebody asked her who would you give it to? She said John Moran. I'm like, will you leave that boy alone?
Yeah, she said, oh yeah, I remember that was the only clip that I saw trending.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ja probably already got it. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Cause all the NBA players wanted to interview with her. Like that's the only person they wanted.
She moving it. I think she's leaving. She's going to Amazon.
No, I thought she was there on Turner Sports.
No, remember NBA signed a deal with Amazon for next season, so she's gonna be over there now.
Okay, I got it. Oh yeah. You right. That and something else. Cause she was on. Cause what she started on Bleacher Report, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how everybody found her. They were like, "Who this chick?" I was like, I said the same damn thing. And then everybody found out her and Joy was friends. Now everybody looking at her some type of way too. It's like they always find the black girl women who only like white men. Well, we don't know what allegedly she likes them, but Carrie Champion was like that too. People don't know. Cause it was what was it? The same dude. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Cause I'm sorry about that, y'all. What was it? What was I saying? I don't forget what I was saying. Jesus Christ. All right. Kid, hit me out. What was I saying, sir?
You're talking about something with Taylor Rooks.
I forgot what I was about to say. I really did. Oh no, I remember that. Oh yeah. They all no. I was gonna say something about Malika because you do realize now I remember.
You
y'all remember
getting your Blacarons mixed up.
You got me. Black blame Torian for that one. Because remember, Torian, I don't know if you knew, Carrie Champion dated Malika's husband, or she messed around with him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like one big cycle over there.
Well, that was ESPN, but
that's ESPN.
But
I didn't know Carrie was like that until she left. I said, "What is it?" I said, "Lord have mercy." I don't know who she dating now. Don't care. Cause I like her too.
It's a lot of cans to think about, Wallow J. They in the comments say you getting your women mixed up.
I apologize.
It's a lot of skin and Nutella and peanut butter running around. We know.
That peanut butter analogy messed me up. I've never heard nobody say that ever. I'm like, what?
You're gonna be crying when you go in that aisle, though. I know that for sure.
No, the fuck I ain't. I'm good.
Right.
I don't need to catch nothing out here like them. They out there doing. You don't know what these folks got. I do not know what these folks got. Don't
They about to make a whole Persian. They about to make a whole Persian rich. Ain't that something?
Oh yeah, most of them gonna get fired. Jordan definitely gonna get fired.
I don't know.
Who you think they gonna fire?
Like,
Acho?
honestly, now that I'm looking at it, what can she really get fired for?
Talking junk, but ain't really nobody can get fired. Really? Because I mean, they
unless
just
there's
named
something
them.
in there that you can't have sex with your coworkers. I don't know. What you
I
really
mean,
gonna fire for maybe for the statement when she said she was gonna say, "Hey, if he did that, I'm gonna cry." SA. But
It probably all depends too, because remember what happened with TJ Holmes over at ABC and his coworker. And now that was wild because you had TJ Holmes who was married, his coworker who was married, they were messing with each other. And then they ended up getting a divorce, and now TJ Holmes and the side piece are now together.
Don't nobody even talk about them no more.
Yeah, and I remember because I don't even think they work there anymore. I know he got fired.
No, they don't. No.
Yeah, they just run around being happy.
They can do whatever they want to in life.
There you go.
But yeah, it is what it is. But I'm gonna land my plane there, gentlemen. B1.
All right, B1.
Yeah. Now, Kira, you know better than that.
Oh, Kira. Let's not talk about Fox News and the people they got praying over there, or did.
Ooh, that's just the sports section. You ain't even get to the news section.
They did a whole movie about that. What was
Facts.
it called? What wasn't it? It was a movie, right? I forgot what the name of the movie was though.
Yeah, they did do a movie about that.
Yeah,
but it's Rupert Murdoch got stories. Bill
Bombshell.
O'Reilly,
Yeah,
anybody?
Ironically, that was the name of the movie, Bombshell.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly, anybody? I know everybody knows him about what he did with his old lady, but yeah, Roger Ailes. There you go. There's a lot of people. All right, let's see.
Actually, I'm lucky like 0. Like right now, I forced myself to come in.
Hey, hold on, here. What's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on?
You all right?
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
You good?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm in a little hey, phone acting up, so I can barely hear y'all. So I'm finna go outside. I'm actually on my way to work, but yeah, I had to jump in on this because I heard about Jason Whitlock earlier, bro. I went on someone's channel and they was saying how Jason Whitlock was talking about, I couldn't do that, put myself in George Taylor's situation because, what I'm saying, I don't want to get a taste of this peanut butter or cans, whatever. I'm like, when I heard that on a YouTube channel, I thought he was just playing. I thought it was just a joke. But when I got to see a live video and I saw the video, it was actually true. That's embarrassing, man. Why his big ass put himself out like that, talking about here, peanut butter and cans and all that. If anyone got some big ass cans, it's him. And his titties bigger than hers. Oh, excuse my language, but yeah, he got his breast bigger than hers. So what on earth is he talking about? I saw him a picture with some women, but it was like a popular picture because I guess they know him from his show and all. But of course they didn't go. But we all know that they didn't get a hotel room to have sex with him. They just want to take a picture with him. But yeah, I was listening to all this beat, and here we go with this Caitlyn Clark stuff.
Did he drop off?
Would they ever mention DEI a long time ago if this was in the 90s and Simone Biles had won this over Caitlyn Clark in the 90s? Because DEI didn't exist at that time, right?
Well, you got to remember, for one, the Olympics were bigger than any sport outside of basketball in the 90s.
I see.
Barcelona, Atlanta, and Sydney. They did some record numbers for NBC.
See, at our time, in our younger days, we praise winners. We praise people who earned it, not given. It seems like all that's changed now. Because it's like every time someone gets an award over Caitlin Clark, they get into an outburst. Like, why? This girl just got into the league. She hasn't really done anything. She ain't win no championships in high school. She couldn't even win a state championship in high school. And she definitely didn't win nothing in Iowa. Now she, for some reason, it's this big top, big name because she shoot a big old downtown logo 3. It's not that serious. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm Coach Caitlin Clark. I'm telling Caitlin Clark, look, play defense, don't turn the ball over, and keep shooting your little 3 ball, but play defense and take care of the ball. If not, I'm sitting your ass on the bench, and I don't give a damn how pissed off your little Ku Klux Klan fans are, because they can get it too. I'm just saying. So, yeah, the mediocrity and all that, and of course, Unrivaled. Now, if y'all saw the promotion, all the photo shoots and everything that they was doing on Unrivaled, that's how you promote players. That right there is something the WNBA has failed to do for centuries, and that's why they kept losing money every year. Now you see, they said Clark was bringing all the attention, bringing all the money, and they still lost $40 million, and that's with her. So that's what I'm saying. I always knew they were liars and all that, and then they'll say some bullshit like what Clark had to do with the league losing $40 million. Hell, you said she was the face of the league, so yeah, it has something to do with her. How you gonna sit there and say she's the face of the league, but when something goes down and they lose money, now you say, well, she ain't got nothing to do with that? Make that make sense.
That's just them.
And and just like you told Torian about he need to do a live video on there, Torian needs to do a live video about the content creators that be lying on Angel Reese's name, always slander her name and all that. Because
I would wait until she drops these lawsuits.
That would be a good time too. And you know, Emmanuel Acho, he's also involved in a little sexual scandal after he disrespected Angel Reese. And you see, she made a tweet saying how the tables turn. See, that's why you gotta stop being fake. But yeah, man, it's like it's getting to a point that this stuff is off for show now, because Jason Whitlock at this point is like is so desperate to make himself look good. Like, come on now, we all know Joy Teller wasn't really giving him that. That's why he was saying all that BS. I didn't want to put myself in that situation, not because Joyce, you know, was a good looking girl. You know, not because I didn't like her. I just didn't want to put myself. No, you did. You asked Joy out and she turned you down. She rejected you, and then you come up with that narrative. That's what happened. Just be honest. You know, hey, you lame with no game. That's all it is. But hey, not all of us are meant to be smooth talkers or brothers with games. Sometimes we just it's best to not, you know, flirt with every woman that we find attractive. Yeah. Sometimes it's best that we just, you know, either be cool with them or just leave them alone, because not every girl is with a flirty. Not every girl talks to every guy, and that's something to be respected. But I'm gonna land my plane on there, and yes, I will be looking out for the videos whenever Angel Reese hit those lawsuits, because enough is enough. This slandering shit just to make Caitlin Clark look good got to stop. We can't let nobody just keep slandering a girl like that. But yeah, I'm letting my plane right here, y'all. B1.
B1. All right, there's that. And Jacoby, you will be the last one. Hello. Okay, Jacoby. Okay, guess he's not there. All right, family. I guess we have gotten through all of it. But before we leave, Brother Torian, I got something for you.
What's that?
They pulled up an old video of old Acho.
How old?
2 years ago.
Well, it's not that old.
In the cycle of media, it kind of is. But he has some interesting comments about Joy.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
And he's always sitting in the car. But let's see what he said. How would you rate his hairline, by the way?
That's all I have is
Good number. Good number.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor, a woman, a black woman.
She's mixed.
Daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in?
Really not. Yeah, I mean, women were on SportsCenter.
Oh, well, that's funny coming from him, considering he's talking about positions. I'm telling you, the phrasing of this now, with everything that came out in that lawsuit, it makes you look at things in a very different way. What position was that, Emmanuel Acho? Was that over or under?
Probably with them now was under. It's probably under. But continue, sir.
So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports.
Well, that's true.
But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just...
What is an opinionist? Never mind.
Just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next week.
And then they changed the time. So how about that?
What's the time now?
5.
Also just moved it up 30 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's only an hour now.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, like Still Kevin Tree said, he thought he was eating. No, he was nah. You got to talk to Whitlock about eating. Somebody said that Nana must have smelled good. He smelled his finger every 2 seconds. My man. My man.
Nah, I want to fuck some.
All right. I knew those sandals were his. What?
I know Emmanuel Acho is not talking about my shoes today.
Ma'am, Madam, why do you have no socks on wearing somebody else's sandals? And on that note, we're leaving.
Right.
She clearly got in touch with her white side.
Mm-hmm.
But Tori, what are your overall thoughts of this whole thing?
It's a mess. It's a lot going on, and yet again, we are at the top of the year with some nonsense. Let's see how far this is going to actually go, but it's definitely going to have some legs. They're going to be talking about this for a while, for sure. This isn't one of them things where it's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. People are going to stay on this one, and they should. And as far as Skip Bayless goes, this is what he gets for all the slick stuff that he's been saying to and about black people, especially black athletes over the year. This is exactly what you get. Now you done got exposed.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
No, that's it.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
It is my turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You lost.
It is my turn.
Lost.
They were using this. They were using this and saying that's what he said to Emmanuel and the others.
It was my turn. My turn. And you know what? I heard somebody actually quote that yesterday, but I didn't know where it came from. Now I know where it came from.
My turn.
I want to pay my
This
debt.
was
You gonna let me
funny.
talk, Ocho? It's my turn.
Watch out your face. Yo, Shannon trolled the hell out of Skip on his show the other night. It was hilarious. Remember when he left, he was trying to slander him all day. If I send you this, just know I'm willing to pay for it.
He looks so awkward. He looks so uncomfortable.
Damn. Just remember, Joy Taylor and Shane Sharp went to a Dodgers game in 2016. Next day, Skip Bayless called it a date live on air. Okay. I mean, bless his young heart. All right. But anyway, there's that family. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. Brother Tony, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, tomorrow on my channel, I'm gonna be talking about Ashley Grayson. Just know it's a woman named Ashley Grayson. She that story is wild. When I first got sent it, I had to look at it a little bit before I even recorded the thing. I was like, what is this? Like really, you gonna throw your life away because of that? Like when y'all see the story, I'm gonna put the announcement up on my community tab at 4:00, and you'll see it. Some of y'all are probably gonna go and Google who she is and be like, wow. What in the world?
Yeah. I have to re-record that Candace Owens Brandon Tatum piece because my thing didn't save it.
Oh, don't you hate that? I remember one time I was recording something and the audio wasn't on.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Because the audio, the thing didn't pick it up. I was so pissed, and I had to re-record the whole. But the good thing is, the second recording was actually better than the first one. So, I mean, that was the good thing about it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the new white supremacist king, Charlie Kirk, he in Greenland right now. So hopefully the polar bear get him.
Why is he in Greenland?
Because you know how Trump was joking around saying that he want to make Greenland a U.S. territory.
And
like,
of course, he's gonna fly over there and try to strike a. Whatever, I suppose.
Oh, and you should look into the Laken Riley Act. It looked like it's not going to pass Congress.
I did look into it a little. I talked about it a little bit when I did the live talking about the verdict with the guy who did it and how they brought up about the Laken Riley Act because they mentioned it then. You said you don't think it's going to pass?
Yeah, they're in Congress right now arguing over it. Look like the Democrats are going to fail it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see.
I was like, there you go.
And I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Mm-hmm. But what if I told you? For those who have been here, you know what I've told you. But for those who are new here, I had this saying for the last year and a half. Well, 2 years.
1, 2, 3. Ah, shit.
You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass.
White vote will doom us all.
Yep, pretty much.
You have a chance to get justice and make sure this never happens again. Y'all fighting over this.
Exactly. Like they're literally handing you a chance to actually get some convictions for cases. Shoot, I wish Black people could have had something like that. Like, look at how fast they did. But that's the thing. Look at how fast it happened because she was taken out last year, almost a year ago. That trial happened so fast. They convicted him so fast, and they got an act that's right there on the table for them to pass. Literally all within less than a year of the event actually happening. Meanwhile, on our side, collecting dust.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what to do. You gotta call your congressman. They available. You know your district. You call them up. Like, we want that hate crime bill. Or 2026 is gonna look very dark for you. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna get up out of here. Brother Torian, thank you for this.
No problem. Thanks for bringing me on.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to those on my audience that were over here as well. If y'all haven't done so already, make sure y'all subscribe to Kid Gravity's channel. Definitely does great and excellent work, especially when it comes to politics.
Yes. And don't forget, next week we begin the Constitution series. And we're going to go over the First Amendment, because the amount of idiocy I saw through this whole election cycle when it comes to the First Amendment, Lord have mercy. We got to
especially on Twitter, and how they were crashing out at Christmas, saying that our free speech been violated. I said your free speech wasn't violated. You just didn't read the fine print.
Thank you. Yeah. So when we do this Constitution series, hopefully you'll be ahead of the curve. Because according to them, they said your rights are going to be taken away. Oh, Torian, you'd be interested to know we have a live coming up on this channel. You can be a partner with that as well. We're going to continue exposing Kenny Walden and these influencers.
Oh God.
Oh,
I saw what you was talking about yesterday with him yesterday.
Kenny, you're hustling backwards.
That is a whole
we'll just say
basket
that.
right there.
Kenneth Walden, you're hustling backwards, because the amount of money I found out they were paying influencers, and you went on film and said you were broke. We got to have a conversation again. But that's for a later date. So be on the lookout again for my Candace Owens versus Brandon Tatum video. Yes, it's going to be called Candace Owens versus Brandon Tatum. And yeah, we have another one coming up, but I ain't gonna tell you what that one is. You'll be interested in that. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm. I know if you're up top, I know you got snow, but stay warm.
Yeah,
because they said more snow's coming.
Yeah, they said we're supposed to get more snow, I think, on Saturday, but I don't think it's going to be the same amount that we got yesterday.
Yeah, Atlanta's actually getting snow this weekend, so we'll see. The New Yorker transplants like myself, we should be happy. Yeah, right. I got to hear Atlanteans bitching again about snow. But there's that. But again, stay warm, stay safe out there. Take care, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
Wait around. Yep. Smart. Yeet and get out.
Time's up.
But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day gotta end.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Big fucking move.
That's it.